Hey everybody, it's Conan9001 here. Now, before I go into official, any rant, there's actually a few things that are recent, in personal news to me that I feel like I can share with you guys real quick. First off, I recently got approved to make videos, longer than 15 minutes within less than 4 months. Hooray. Yeah, but the first video and the second video, they were at least a month apart, so I guess by technicality, I guess you can say it's within 3 months. I'm not 100% sure what you want to base that by. But also, real quick, I checked the views on some of my other videos from the past, like rant and stuff. And I gotta say, some of them there were some more recent views, which I thought it was pretty much done after so long. And it turns out I have some international fans. Like I have fans from Canada and from Spain. And I'm props to you guys. I love all of my fans that's been watching all these videos, and I really appreciate the fact that you took 10-15 minutes out of your time just to search for my videos and actually watch them, or however you came across my video. So yeah, love you guys, and it's okay. Pretty much done with the announcements. Real quick, what can I talk about for about, I don't know, 20 minutes? I'm gonna try and make this as long as I can, just to test to see if my approval is actually legit and it's not some fake message, even though I highly doubt YouTube would ever do that. But I mean, there are some problems with YouTube right now, with the whole copyright issue, which I'll actually talk about in another video right now. But actually, one of the topics that I've been putting off so long, which I've promised my friend I would do this for the longest time, and I've been putting it off so many times, but right now I'm going to take care of it, because there's really not much else to talk about, but I will talk about some other things in other videos. If there anything that I missed, that you feel free to comment and give me suggestions for rants. I don't really care, but the rant I'm going to talk about right now, Macho Man Randy Savage. He was a great guy, and the reason why I say was is because, as you know, about a few months ago, he was killed in a car accident, which he was pretty banged up, which led to his death in the car. But, when his wife got out, she wasn't even scratched, which I found was kind of the weirdest thing. It was like, oh, okay, your famous husband dies, and yet you can get away without getting hurt at all. Yeah, that doesn't sound suspicious. But yeah, he was a really great guy, and he wrestled in, I believe, the WWF back when it was called WWF, not WWE, what it is called now. He was also in another wrestling federation known as the NCW or NWO. I don't remember which one it was, but I believe it was NCW or NWO, whatever the hell it was. I don't know. I don't remember all the older wrestling organizations that they had back then. But I grew up with that. I grew up with Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, all those great legends, which a vast majority of them are either retired. Which a vast majority of them, in fact, pretty much all of them, are either retired or dead right now. And they're only in their 40s or something. I have no idea. But yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage, he was pretty great. And interesting I found out about Macho Man Randy Savage is that, which I didn't realize this for the longest time. I mean, literally, I was blindsided when I wiki linked about Macho Man Randy Savage trying to find out how exactly his death occurred, and I saw this other thing on there. It was a link, and the fact that he was in the first Spider-Man film, I was like, what? Are you serious? What? When? I actually looked back in the movie to try and see where he was in the film, and I was looking for his like signature look, like his own Macho Man Randy Savage look, but I couldn't find that anywhere. Not even the wrestling scene. Which actually, when I read more about it, it turns out he was Bonesaw. He was freaking Bonesaw in the first Spider-Man film. I mean, when I look back at the film, like, I thought it was a guy, some random guy that they found who can impersonate Macho Man Randy Savage so well. But the fact that it was Macho Man Randy Savage himself? Oh my god, it makes me love the movie even more. But yeah, like it's a real shame what happened to Macho Man Randy Savage. I mean, honestly, like my thoughts and prayers right to you, man. Like wherever you are right now, I hope you're in a much better place than you probably were before. But yeah, like while we're on the topic of wrestling, by the way, like I'm gonna try and make this as long as a video rant I can, because like I said, I'm testing out the whole thing, making sure that I did get officially approved for the over 15 minutes thing. Which, looking at it now, what can I talk about for another, like, 8.5 minutes or so? Like, yeah, but the whole wrestling federation, like, now I know there was a lot of consideration saying this, like the wrestling that Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan and like all those guys were in. It was like, oh, that wrestling is fake. All right, for the people who say that wrestling is fake, let me just say this: shut the fuck up, okay? That's all I gotta say. I mean, if you call that high school wrestling, if you call that real wrestling, I say to you, gay, okay? And I'm not saying like, oh, it's gay to be like, no, I mean straight up, like, you like guys gay, okay? I do not mean to offend any homosexual people out there, okay? Okay, whatever, I do support you guys, and I hope you get whatever you're denied of, whether it's voting rights or getting right to get married or whatever the hell the case may be you're getting denied of. I hope you get everything. Okay, I'm full support for you guys. Okay, props to you with whatever choosing your lifestyle. Okay, that was your choice. Not okay. I have no right to say whether or not it's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying it was your choice, and that's it. Okay, I have no say with what you guys do. But yeah, but going back to the whole high school wrestling thing, yeah, that, like I said, that is straight up gay, okay? Because I mean, really, if you look at the difference, I mean, really, look this shit up. Okay, the high school wrestling stuff and the difference between that and the famous wrestling, completely two different things, okay? But like the high school wrestling thing, that is just prone to be gay, okay? And honestly, because you're pretty much just like grabbing onto the other guy, and you're just hoping you don't get a freaking boner while you're doing that, okay? That's the only worry you have for that, which a lot of people say, it's like, really? That's the only thing you're worried about? Which I can completely understand. But I mean, if that's the only thing you're worried about, then you are then really you're just straight up gay. But one thing I can tell but like the famous wrestling, that's real wrestling. Okay, I don't care if you say how glorified that is, okay, and how it's staged, and it's like I said, fuck you. And fuck whoever told you that too, okay? take these and shove it up your ass. But yeah, like, I mean, honestly, I grew up with the famed wrestling. I never even heard of that high school wrestling crap. Okay, the fame wrestling, that is real wrestling, okay? I mean, of course, the high school wrestling thing I can understand where, like, they have limits of what the hell they can do. It's like, but if I want to see two guys straddling on each other, trying to push each other out of the ring, I go see a sumo wrestling match, okay? Over in Japan. I don't want to see two skinny guys going at it, doing that same shit. Okay, it just does not, it doesn't really, okay. And don't take the way I say it wrong, but it's just, yeah. I'd rather watch sumo wrestling, which that was originally intended for, than the high school wrestling, which they just pretty much took that and made it for skinny guys, because skinny guys can't push a fat guy out of a ring. It's a simple fact, okay? I mean, you can sure as hell try, but guarantee you're going to get your ass pushed back. Especially if it's a real sumo wrestler, okay? You're going to get your ass knocked out within the first few seconds. Unless you have really bad BO, okay? That's the only way you're going to win. Okay? Because I've seen that happen, where it's like one sniff of the pit, like from a guy who hasn't taken a shower in like months, and they're done. But don't do that, okay? Okay, I'm not promoting anything right now, okay? I'm just saying. It's a good strategy, but probably not recommended. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. But, yeah, like, all the different wrestling, it's like, oh, and don't even get me started on UFC, okay? That right there is, that is not even real fighting, okay? That's just people going at it like freaking animals. Like, you're putting animals in a cage, and you're just letting them go at it. It's like, okay, basically, say, for example, you put a mongoose and a snake in a cage together. That is what UFC is, okay? That is all it is. A snake and a mongoose going at it, and you're just watching there like an idiot. And since we're on the topic of all fighting stuff, boxing, that is amazing stuff, okay? Boxing, that is real fighting, okay? I don't care what anyone else says. That is real fighting. Like, boxing, like, you know all the great boxing legends, like Rocky Marciano, Joe Fisher, Muhammad Ali. Okay, now, interesting fact about Joe Fisher, he's actually from my hometown, down in Philly. Okay, I'm not even kidding you on this one. He's still alive today, by the way, for now. I don't know if when this video gets posted, if, like, by the time I'm recording this, he's still alive. But if you're watching this in a few years, he might be dead, I don't know. But if he does, just in case, Joe Fisher, if you do die after this video gets posted, rest in peace, man. I mean, I know you're not dead yet, but on YouTube these things like play on for years, so I don't know. But I'm getting a head start in case that happens. And yeah, Joe Fisher, he is a pretty great boxer, and there was actually a new champion that is right out of Philly. I forget the guy's name. It was recently in the paper. But him and Joe Frazier are getting statues right down in Philly. Okay, so no longer is Philly going to be known for Rocky anymore. No more. Not just for Rocky, okay? Joe Frazier and this other guy are going to get statues right down in Philly. And if you ever seen the way Joe Frazier actually boxes, okay, I went back and saw a few matches that Joe Frazier was in against Muhammad Ali. Okay, they were the two biggest rivals ever. And Joe Frazier, 2 out of 3 bouts won against Muhammad Ali. Believe it or not. Okay, Muhammad Ali has met his match against Joe Frazier. And that's right out of Philly, man. Okay, that is my boy. But, like, honestly, like, Joe Frazier, he basically, like, right at him. It's like, if you went up against Joe Frazier back then, you were down, you better stay down, okay? You are not getting back up. Because if you try to go back up against this guy, that's it, you're done, okay? I mean, he makes Mike Tyson look like a teddy bear. Okay, that's how badass Joe Frazier is. And speaking of Mike Tyson, like Iron Mike, okay, we all know the legend, Iron Mike. And this guy, Iron Mike, he went 31-0 for like the longest time. 31-0. He had 2 more victories after that, after the Punch-Out game was disputed. But then when he lost in 1990, okay, that's the reason why his contract ended with Nintendo, is because he lost that one freaking time against some random ass guy from, I believe, New Zealand or some foreign country, I don't know. But he lost to that guy, and Nintendo was like, oh, well, your contract's ending. Bye-bye. We're going to replace you with a fake character. An interesting thing about, and speaking of Punch-Out, actually, like, you know the character Mr. Sandman? He was based off of Joe Frazier. No joke. Look it up. Okay? That's how amazing Joe Frazier is. He had a character based off of him. Alright. Well, like I said, okay, yeah, this is definitely longer than 15 minutes. Okay, so, usual deal, guys. You liked the video or thought it was funny, like, add, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I really don't care. And thank you to all my fans out there, especially the internationals. I love you guys, and I'm glad to see that I'm actually out there in the world. And I will see you all next time. Later, folks. And I am out. Goodbye.